Everybody, welcome back to Balls.
Show
Show
us
us
your
your
balls.
balls.
Show us your balls.
I'm your host, Malik. I use they, them pronouns.
I'm your better host, Grace. My pronouns are she, her.
You know, I've thought about, we could introduce ourselves as, ball 1 and ball 2 or something. Or, left ball and right ball.
That sounds too testicular for us.
Yeah, I thought, that's basically exactly what I thought.
Right. That's leaning too hard into it. Because we're supposed to be self-aware, but not that self-aware. Right? This is all going in, by the way, right? We're not cutting this out.
If you thought I was going to be editing these, then you should not have said all of those things.
Oh, no. I fully intended for this to be part of it.
Well, today we're going to be talking about, one of those ballsy games around. You get what I said there?
Yeah. You said the one that started the time craze.
That game is, of course, Outer Wilds.
Yeah, it's got large
The-
round objects.
The short, the pitch, in case you haven't played the game, which is to say, if you haven't played the game, stop watching this podcast. Actually, stop listening to this podcast. Never listen to this podcast again.
No!
Go play the game.
Don't do that! Don't listen
I
to
don't
it,
care if we have
play
viewers.
it, and
I
then
care if
listen
people-
to it.
No, I don't care if we have viewers. Go play Outer Wilds.
I
It's
care.
outstanding. To be very clear, Outer Wilds is different than Outer Worlds, the one by Obsidian.
Oh, I was going to say Bethesda.
Haven't played that game. Does also have balls in it in the form of planets.
Right, but
the
technically
pitch
everything
is-
does.
Technically, everything does. Wait, give me the rundown on that before I give the pitch.
Most games exist on a planet. Except for ones like, I don't know, fucking Heavenly Bodies.
Well, I feel like that's not I don't know. They're not really ball related. I wouldn't say Assassin's Creed is ball related because that
Except for the
it's all
Apple of Eden. One of
I
the
haven't
main
played
plot
Assassin's Creed.
devices, which is a
I
literal
admittedly have
ball.
not played Assassin's Creed.
Well,
So the reason why I would say it's not ball related is that things are flat in that game. Because the world, you may be on Earth, right? But it's not they don't have the whole Earth shown.
sure. But they do have the Apple of Eden as one of the main plot devices, which is a ball.
I
That
have
one
no
was
idea.
just an inconvenient. That was an inconvenient guess on your part.
Yeah, you're right. Anyways, the pitch is you're exploring. Hell yeah. It's an excellent game for exploring. You get to fly a spaceship.
Use your jetpack.
You get to do mysteries. It's outstanding.
You get to die a lot.
You get to die. One of my favorite games of all time. But for all of you who are still here, meaning you've either played the game,
Or you're
Or I
really
kill
not
you.
listening to it.
I'm taking you out. If you haven't played the game, I'm serious about this. You're done.
You can't make threats like that. You can't. It's not okay.
I will make threats like that.
No.
That's my role as the best host
I'm the better
on
host.
Ballcast.
What kind of freaking are you trying to gaslight me here?
No, I'm not gaslighting you.
Okay. I believe you.
We should also probably avoid talking about the DLC, which is also good. You should play.
Right, but that's
But-
well, I guess it's less of a ball, it's more of a disc.
Well, I think we can talk about the DLC. I think it just makes sense if we're going to talk about the DLC that we do so after the other stuff. So
Sure.
someone could listen to this episode and be like, I haven't played the DLC, but I can still listen to this episode without being spoiled.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts about non-DLC Outer Wilds?
Pick good music.
Just the music? That's
No.
the first thing that comes to mind.
Yeah, opening thoughts. I'm a very musically oriented person.
That's fair. You like the kazoo part, right?
Kazoo part is the best.
I like the way you get to the kazoo part for me, for my money.
Well, there's multiple ways.
The funny way to get to the kazoo
What,
part.
the one where you shatter reality?
The one where you shatter reality into
You
A
do a
million
Minecraft
pieces.
duplication glitch and then the world falls apart.
the effect that they do when that happens is so awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty
I love it. The
Yeah.
whole game. Okay, I'm gonna start gushing because you didn't give me anything other than the music, so I
Well,
guess
that's
I'll
just
tell you
my-
what I
that
like
was just
about
my
Outer Wilds.
opening remark.
Okay, well I'm gonna give you my opening remarks.
Okay.
I love every part of the game. Okay, realistically though, I love a big exploration game. and Outer Wilds is like the best exploration game I've ever played. That might not be true anymore.
Yeah, I thought
But
you
like,
said that you liked the Forgotten City a lot.
I liked the Forgotten City. That's not better than the Outer Wilds for
That's
me.
fair. It also was a time loop game, to be fair.
Was also a time loop game.
When did it
I
start
really like that
development?
game.
I want to know if like that was actually that might have been the one that started time loops.
The Forgotten City?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I feel like it's going to be hard to trace the like all the way back, right? Because I think you must be right that the Forgotten City came out before Outer Wilds. But that doesn't mean that the Outer Wilds was like inspired by the Forgotten City.
Well, no, certainly not. But you know, it might like that. What I'm judging it on is it a bandwagon game? And it is not because it came out 2 years before Outer Wilds.
Right.
If it was
The mod, you mean?
Yeah, the mod, the original mod that the game was based off of. If it was a bandwagon game, I would have less respect for it. But it's not.
Mhm.
It's its own thing.
I feel like I don't know if I had the same opinion with you for like bandwagon games. I
Well,
guess,
yeah, it's
because I feel
certainly
like,
not. But like a game that breaks ground versus a game that, oh, they made a lot of money off of time loops. Let's give it a go. And like, the Forgotten City wasn't a fantastic game. It was good. It wasn't the best. So
I really liked it.
I would
I
probably
think
think
that
slightly less of it if it was a bandwagon game.
I think the difference for me is that like I don't know. I think like if someone saw Outer Wilds and was like, this is such an interesting concept, and then thought about that and came up with their own game idea. I don't think that like even if it was inspired by like the time loop idea, I think that there's like ways to be inspired by the time loop idea that are like different from like being a bandwagon game, as you say.
Sure. But you gotta
So
admit, it did start a bandwagon that a lot of developers jumped on.
I do think you're right about that. I think that also you can be a part of that bandwagon. Like, definitely, like, especially bigger studios are going to do a lot of bandwagony stuff. Maybe not even, like, time loop related. If you look at, I don't know, every game had, like, wall riding at one point. Is that true for AAA games? I don't play that many AAA shooters.
Well, you got Titanfall, the big one.
Yeah. Well, I feel like Titanfall was doing its own Titanfall thing.
Sure. But like Mirror's Edge started parkour in games, right?
Mirror's Edge had a lot of parkour, but then you had, like,
You got Dying Light. You got
Call of Duty had some, like, wall riding stuff.
Call of Duty.
Which one is the one?
That
but I feel
started
like
with
those
Advanced
games-
Warfare. That was the first non-standard movement in Call of Duty.
I feel like those games borrow a lot from each other in a
Mhm.
way that I like. I feel like is generally done less in the like smaller games space. Like even if they're borrowing ideas, they're like doing it because they're like, I don't know, iterating on it or like doing their own spin on it. Whereas sometimes I feel like the main AAA shooters are just kind of like doing the same thing for the sake of it.
As far as time loop games go, though, like I'm on a Willem Dafoe day. I just finished
Yeah.
The Lighthouse.
hmm
Apparently, 12 minutes wasn't that good.
Does that have Willem Dafoe in it?
Oh yeah, he plays the bad guy, the one what you shoots you in the first
Whoa.
loop.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert for the first loop: you die. Probably.
I've seen videos talking about that game,
Yeah,
and it didn't look that interesting to me.
It looks really fun to me, but I've heard it's really not that good.
Well, it's like a puzzle game, and you love puzzle games.
I love me some puzzles.
You're trapped in a room and you have to do puzzles. That's like your dream.
Yeah.
If you were, if Jigsaw abducted you,
Jigsaw
you'd be
doesn't
like,
do
oh, hell yeah.
puzzles. He does dilemmas.
This is a fun time.
He does dilemmas.
Is that true? I haven't watched any of the Saw
Yeah,
movies.
he doesn't do puzzles.
I just, it always looked like an escape room to me.
It's an escape room of sorts. He makes you introspect. He does introspection. In the first movie, actually the first movie's a bad example.
Is that more of an escape room vibe?
No, it's more unfair.
Oh, like the dilemmas aren't like making you introspect. It's like I'm gonna kill you.
Well, no, it
now
is.
is the part where I kill you.
But like he's a lot more evil in the first one. Less fair. Like the key to the handcuffs is in the tub, and it gets pulled down the drain when the dude wakes up and pulls the plug because it's fucking attached to his leg or something.
Damn.
Um,
Are those movies good?
I like them. I haven't seen Spiral yet, and I didn't.
Which one's Spiral?
It's the
Is that like
newest
a prequel
one.
or something?
No, but it's got
It's just got a dumb name.
I think it's got Samuel L. Jackson in it and Chris Rock.
That's, huh?
Yeah. The man who always dies in the most spectacular way, and the man who always just barely avoids death in the most hilarious way.
Right. It's an interesting combo.
Yeah. And it's supposed to be like a buddy cop style movie, I think.
So, huh. I think I should watch the series just so I can understand
I'll watch it with you.
how that one
The first
fits in.
movie is pretty damn good. The second movie is also really good.
Yeah.
They start to get a little weird around the third movie. The seventh movie is...
There's 7?
There's 9 now.
There's 9?
There's
Okay,
9.
I'm not watching this series. Never mind.
Come on, it's worth it.
No, if you wanted to watch a series with me, it'd be Pirates of the Caribbean.
Which I do want to do.
Because I haven't seen that.
You haven't seen Saw?
We could do a Black Pearl episode.
We could. I mean, it's not technically much in the way of balls in it, but we could.
Well, the Black Pearl.
Unless
is
you're talking about
kind
like
of
the
an orbital thing.
cojones of Will Turner.
No, I'm talking
but-
about the Pearl. I actually
The
don't know
Pearl's a
anything about the
ship.
title.
The Black Pearl's a ship.
What? It's not a pearl?
No, it's a ship.
Okay, never mind. Orb episode canceled.
Okay.
I really, I should have seen those movies at some point because I do really love how Davy Jones looks. That's the type of design
The second
that's right
movie
up my
is
alley.
so good. The fucking his theme is so good. It's on the fucking organ. It's on a pipe organ.
I know I played some Pirates medley thing. So I know some amount of the music. I mean, so everyone knows some amount of the music.
Yeah,
'cause
everyone knows
like
he's
the
a
classic
pirate.
main theme.
Yeah, and a lot of people know just sort of Jack Sparrow's like sort of main he's a pirate theme.
Yeah,
The one that's really jaunty and jumpy.
I don't know that one.
Yeah,
Well, I don't know it by like name.
Or I don't know it by name either, but like I know it. You'll
Well, I don't
recognize
know
it.
it by description either.
Well, yeah, because I'm
What,
bad
like
at
Jack
describing it.
Sparrow's theme?
You're probably gonna get he's a pirate if you look it up. But it tends to lead right into he's a pirate whenever it comes on. But yeah, Pirates is a really good series, and I'm honestly still surprised you haven't seen it.
Well, I haven't seen a lot of. Which of those big things? I don't know. I haven't seen a lot of those big series. What I say that, but then I'm like, what other big series could even be on that list?
The Marvel movies,
The Marvel movies. I've seen most of the Marvel
which are
movies.
also Disney.
I'm done with Marvel movies.
I don't know. I'm still hooked a little.
I understand, and I don't fault anyone for being hooked, but I don't know. I feel like I was watching them, and then it's like I've seen the same movie 7 times.
Well, I just want to see what they do with the multiverse thing now that they've got that going on.
Right, I understand that. There's like a little bit of a different draw because it's not like the same intro. I think the worst part was when it was all like intro movies for different characters, and they all have the same exact arc. Or maybe
Yeah.
not the same exact arc, but it's like you take the end goal of the arc, and you just like that's the only difference.
Mhm.
I've been meaning to watch the new Spider-Man one because I do care about Spider-Man.
I feel like
And I like
the
Tom
new
Holland as
Spider-Man
Spider-Man.
did the same thing that Spider-Man 3 did, which
Yeah.
is be a good movie but have too many plots going on at once and not enough time to focus on one of them.
Well, I haven't seen Spider-Man 3.
Yeah, I mean, it's Sam Raimi Spider-Man. They're all good.
I do know that. I haven't seen I saw one part of one of those old Spider-Mans.
You say old like they're like 30 years.
Well,
old.
I mean old as in like not the current Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Not like old as in time-wise. I realize that they're pretty recent.
I like them. They're pretty
Yeah.
good.
You like the Sam Raimi ones more than the Andrew Garfield ones?
I mean, it's got Willem Dafoe in it.
That's
And
a
Alfred
good point.
Molina.
I should have
And
realized.
fucking.
You're just looking for Willem Dafoe.
Yeah, I'm a fiend.
Yeah, I'll get so into the MCU when they put Jason Statham in one of the movies.
Willem
Imagine
Dafoe is in
Jason
them now
Statham.
because of the multiverse.
Yeah. Imagine Jason Statham as... Who the hell would he play?
I feel like he's in the MCU.
Imagine Jason Statham as Professor X.
Uh,
You don't like it?
no.
You don't like it?
No! Patrick Stewart is Professor X. You don't. No.
No,
That's
I think it'd be funny.
horrible.
I think it'd be really funny. I don't know. Eventually, I think the MCU must have the like X-Men characters, right?
If they can. I mean, wait, aren't those Fox movies?
Yeah, they don't have them right now.
And Disney owns Fox.
Oh, do they have them now? I feel like eventually they must come together. I think they will come together eventually.
If Disney decides that it's worth pursuing, because a lot of X-Men stuff has been kind of dumpy.
Yeah. I'm an X-Men lover. I love to see Wolverine, and you know what? When I see Wolverine and it's no longer Hugh Jackman, I'm gonna be like, cool.
I can never hear X-Men and not think about trans femmes. It's just wired into my brain.
That's probably good. It's a powerful connection.
It's a bad joke.
It's a good joke. I disagree. I think it's a pretty good joke.
It's a bad.
I think it's a pretty good joke.
Um.
Do you have a favorite X-Men?
Like favorite character?
Yeah.
I think Gambit's pretty cool.
Gambit? It's a good
Yeah.
choice.
He's not an X-Men, but he's in the X-Men movies.
Gambit is an X-Men at some point, I think.
I don't know. I only know him from the Origins movie.
Classic Origins. You know, I was like basically babysitting for a time, with these two kids. Like on paper, my job was like teaching them to code, but realistically, it was basically just babysitting. And they gave me a gift because they knew I liked Wolverine of X-Men Origins.
Oh, okay.
So I have a hard copy of X-Men Origins.
I have X2 on DVD somewhere.
Yeah.
I didn't hate Origins.
I
I
didn't
never
hate
hated
Origins either. It's like, it's not good, but like, I don't hate it.
Mm. Yeah, I don't know.
It's a really, I'd love to think about that movie because it's got some really interesting things. It's got the fact that they've got Ryan Reynolds playing the only character that isn't the same like as everything else that I've ever seen him do. Right? Because they literally like mute him.
Yeah.
It's insane.
I feel like you've got a thing against Ryan Reynolds.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm a little against Ryan Reynolds. I just don't like his thing that much.
That's fair. I reckon we ought to reel this back in though, because we've gone on quite the tangent here.
You want to reel it back in?
I think
What do you
we
want to
should.
talk about
Well,
Outer Wilds related then?
I mean, I feel like we just gotta get into it a little bit. What's your favorite planet? What's
My
your favorite?
favorite
What's
planet?
your favorite celestial ball in
So-
Outer Wilds?
I'm a big fan of. Ugh, it's a tough question because, on the one hand, when I first started, my answer was Dark Bramble, and then I was like, oh shit, this place sucks. But also, I love every part of it still. It just sucks because like, the anglerfish are
Mhm.
fucking. I love anglerfish. That's like an awesome creature. The way it looks is awesome. The teleporting thing, awesome. However, I hate it. So that's probably my favorite, but I do also hate it.
But that's got the harmonica dude. He's in there.
It does have the harmonica dude. He's not my favorite of the travelers though.
That's fair.
Who's your favorite traveler?
Um, Now I'm going to go based off of the instruments they play.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna have to go for the DLC character.
Oh, I see. Of the like, shit, I forget what they're called. The fish people.
They're not fish. They're owls.
No. I'm talking of the fish people.
Oh, the fish people.
Who's your favorite of the fish people travelers?
Fish? Do you mean the Parthians?
Yeah, the Harthians.
They're
There we
not
go.
fish people.
They're fish. Yeah.
Are they?
Yeah. There's literally lore that like the Nomai were looking at them and were like, yeah, there's this like funky species living in the water of Timberhearth. They didn't call it Timberhearth, I don't think.
Huh.
Or maybe it says that because you translate into Timberhearth. Whatever. They like, yeah, these like funky little fish living on Timberhearth. That's you.
Oh. I don't know. I don't know. I was gonna say one of them, but then I remembered that that's actually the Nomai. The Nomai individual.
I guess the lines are mine, which is I really like Ryback, which is the one on oh my god, I forget everything the moment I start talking about it. The one that's on the one that cracks, the one that's got Hollow's lantern. Oh, it's like Brittle Hollow.
No, it's. Oh yeah, it's Brittle Hollow. Yeah. Yeah.
I just love the bigness of that lad.
I like the fucking banjo player. I like
Yeah.
banjo.
Banjo's a nice instrument.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, also you need to go to your favorite planet. I'm sorry for not asking you that as well.
I was wondering when you were gonna get around to it. Honestly, I think just because of my love of things nautical, I'm gonna have to go for Giant Steep.
Giant Steep. Giant Steep fucking scares me.
Because you're weak.
You might be right. And I have really enjoyed Giant Steep on like playing through the game again. I wouldn't say like recent playthroughs because it's not like I'm playing through the game exactly because I know all the things. I don't need to read anything. But like knowing that there's no danger there, you can just like I really like the puzzle there. It's so much fun. I really like the jellyfish once you realize that they're not trying to kill and eat you.
I never thought they were trying to kill me.
Maybe I'm just a pussy, okay? But
Maybe
I thought
you
they were
are.
gonna. You weren't supposed to say. Fuck you.
You don't need to set me up like that, then. I don't want to disagree with you. I wouldn't want to oppose your opinion.
I feel like that's not what's happening.
I feel like that's exactly what happened.
Okay, anyways. I understand. I like that planet. Do you hate Dark Bramble then?
No, I don't hate it.
What do you think of the anglerfish? I'm a big fan of anglerfish generally.
I think they spooked me once or twice, but other than that, I didn't have much of a problem with them.
Right. I just love anglerfish. They just like look awesome. They've got like the coolest way of like getting you.
You ever seen barrel eyes?
Barrel eyes?
Yeah, we're talking deep sea fish. Have you ever seen a barrel eye?
Oh, barrel eye. I thought you meant like bear eyes.
No.
Like become bear. But I understand now. You mean like barrel eyes, like eyes of
Yeah.
barrel.
They're fucking weird ass fish that live down in the deep, deep ocean. The deep
I've
water,
definitely
dark
seen them
water.
before, but I can't remember them. So I'm searching it up.
I'll send
I'm
you a
searching it
picture. I've
up.
already got it snurched up.
Oh yeah, send me a picture.
Oops.
Oops. What happened?
Send it to the wrong person on Discord.
You've given someone the
Uh.
gift of barrel eyes. Oh shit, these things. Are these things the ones where you can see the inside of their head?
Can you see inside of its head?
I think I can see inside of its head.
Then yeah, I think so.
That's awesome. Yeah, tubular eyes and transparent head, says Mabby.org.
Yeah, that's my favorite deep sea animal. That's
Yeah.
because most of them are like horrifying.
You don't like the horrifying ones.
I fucking hate crabs, and a lot of deep sea animals are like kind of crabby.
I personally like crabs, but I understand. They are kind of crab related.
I cannot
there's, like,
fuck
the-
with them.
You don't like the long crabs, which are also kind of down there.
I hate all crabs.
What do you think of those like really big, freaky, like jellyfishy things? Like not even
Jellyfishy thing?
jellyfishy things, just like
Talking
big,
about,
like they look like plants.
I thought you were talking about squidges. I don't know what you're talking about with plants.
There's like, they look just like plants. They might be jellyfish. They're just like so long and big. This thing. This thing is specifically the one I was thinking of. Here it is.
That's a vampire squid.
It's a vampire squid?
I think so. I know that's
I
a
don't think
squid.
that's a vampire squid. That's a squid?
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
That's not
That's
a
a
vampire
vampire
squid.
squid?
It's
That's not a vampire
squid. It's a squid though.
Vampire squids are way cuter than that.
Yeah, they are.
A vampire squid I'm not scared of. It's equally as
Uh.
scary as any squid.
Deep sea version of truck nuts.
What?
I'm gonna send it to you.
I love to see deep sea truck nuts.
It's the title of the article.
Deep sea squid. You're right, this is a squid.
Yeah.
It's like a deep sea version of truck nuts. What the fuck does that mean? Why did they capitalize truck nuts like that?
Because it's a
Why is
proper
truck
noun.
nuts a proper noun?
I don't know. It's because it's a type of product.
Big fin squids. Okay, what do you think about these things?
They're kind of creepy.
I don't like the
Look
Yeah,
at this
they don't
little
look like a
dude.
creature. They don't look like. Why does this have the tag sex?
What?
This article you sent me has the tag sex.
Does it?
Yeah.
Where? At the bottom, I'm assuming?
If you look at tags, it's on the right side.
Oil, octopus, jellyfish, Japan, giant squid. I don't see the sex. I clicked on it, and the first thing that opened up was a crab, and then a fucking shrimp. Oh, never mind. It's a nautilus.
That's an interesting article.
Yeah.
Like the deep sea. What the fuck does that mean?
When I'm on Giants Deep, that's what I'm looking for.
You're looking for the deep sea version of truck nuts?
Yeah, that and sex.
What the hell do they mean by truck nuts? How does that look anything like truck nuts?
I guess because it's just like it's unnecessarily weird and large.
I hope that's what they meant. I truly hope that's what they meant.
I mean, we can never know unless you go and fucking contact the writer.
That's true. Gotta figure out about the authorial intent. I love the sea, except for the fact that it has all the scariest creatures in there.
Yeah.
Like it's got lots of fun ones. Like you look at the piss shark. You know the piss shark?
No,
The New Zealand piss shark?
I don't.
It might not be New Zealand. Maybe like Iceland or Greenland. It's Greenland, I think.
Shark.
Greenland piss shark.
Does it subsist off of subside? Does it live off of yellow snow?
They're called Greenland sharks.
You'll have to send a picture.
The reason I call them the Greenland piss shark is because they taste like piss.
You've eaten one?
No.
How do you know it tastes like piss?
I have read articles.
How do you know what piss tastes like?
I'm answering what they told me, first of all, but also, like, you've smelled piss before. Like, don't act like you're so above it.
I didn't mean to react to that.
That's what the shark looks like. It just looks like a dumb shark.
Little bit.
The thing is
It
that
looks like a
this
turtle.
this shark lives for like 200 years.
Oh. So it's basically a turtle.
I think it's more than 200 years. They live. Let me figure out how long do they live. They have high concentrations of urea in their bodies.
Well, that's why they taste like piss.
Exactly. The thing is, you basically can't eat these. So, it like, if you eat this meat without treating it, you will become like super drunk. I don't know if it's literally like becoming drunk, but it's like you react as if you're drunk. So like you can just get like fucking knocked out by eating this like a little bit of this shark. Hold on.
Sign me up. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Of the oldest animals sampled, it had lived for 392 plus or minus 120 years, which is at minimum 270 years.
Damn.
And at maximum like 510.
I'd be miserable living for like 500 years under the ocean.
You're just like a dumb little shark though. Well, not little. You're pretty big, but like I don't know. They're just like chilling. Like you see how dumb they look. They're just
right,
like,
but
this is like
imagine how much shit they've been through.
it's like the perfect shark, like shape.
Like, sure, they don't
But
have
they
to
just
deal
get
with
around.
they don't have to deal with pandemics, but like they've been through so many oil spills. They've been around since before oil spills were a thing.
Okay, these things chill like really only in the one climate.
Sure, but like, you know, their ocean quality's been going down steadily for the entire life.
I guess that's true. I think if I'm a shark, I'm just chilling. They can get over 24 feet long. Holy
Until
fuck.
like one day, one like grandpa shark's just vibing there, and he gets fucking pooned out of nowhere. They're eating my piss meat. They're gonna eat my piss meat. Grandpa,
I just
no! They're
I just think
taking
they just
Grandpa. They're gonna eat his piss meat.
they wouldn't just get harpooned because they live like 72,000 or 7,200 feet below the surface.
Okay, what are you gonna do? Dive down 72 feet beneath the surface and then shoot them with a gun? Gun doesn't work 72 feet. It only
You're probably
penetrates
not
like
using
2
a harpoon
feet.
is all I mean.
You're gonna have to use a harpoon.
You can probably like get them in a net or something. They're blind.
All the more reason to sneak up behind them and then hit them with a harpoon. You're gonna have more luck with a harpoon than a net.
You're probably not doing it like you're just not like swimming right down there. You've got like a ship. You've got like a submarine. I don't actually know how you hunt these.
You don't use a submarine to catch fish.
Well, you could. Well, you could use a really big boat that has
You
like,
would
a really
have
deep
to
net.
haul it off behind you. Yeah,
Yeah.
of course you're gonna drop the net down a few hundred fathoms and go from there.
Okay, I found that these things are very slow to hunt, but that doesn't tell me anything. I don't know how do they get these? How do you get them?
If you're hunting an individual thing, which you would be with a shark, you would use harpoons. Almost certainly.
I don't know that that's true.
Fucking
Oh my god.
whatever.
This article.
Sea mines. We're using sea mines now. That's how
Sea
we're killing the sharks. We're gonna drop mines. They're gonna hit the sharks. The sharks are gonna die. Just like in
Okay,
Finding
I can't
Nemo.
I can't find how they hunt them. But I don't know. It's an awesome creature. I love that you can get drunk instantly by eating like even a small amount of their meat. Maybe not instantly, but like pretty quickly. It's a fun shark. It's not my favorite shark. I'm all about sharks if you haven't figured it out already. My favorite shark, easy, hammerhead shark.
Yeah.
What? They're the best ones, and you're gonna go, to me?
It's a bad shark.
What? What's a better shark than that? There's no sharks that are better.
First off, there's a shark called the goblin shark.
Okay, I do like the goblin shark. I'll give you that. But it's not better than the hammerhead.
Its name is goblin shark. I have a hammer in my drawer. It looks nothing like a hammerhead shark. It's an inaccurate name.
It looks kind
It
of
looks
like
more like
ham-
a Formula One car.
It does look kind of like a Formula One car.
They don't
No,
call
but
it
does
an
look
F.
like a-
They don't
it
call
does
it
look like a-
fucking
No. It doesn't
Lewis.
look
What's
like a-
name?
It doesn't look like a
Lewis
like a-
Hamilton shark.
It doesn't look like a hammer that is like the one end and then the like prying thing in the back. It
No,
looks
of
more
course
like,
it doesn't look like a. It's probably more like a ball peen hammer, but still. It is not. It doesn't look like any hammer I've ever seen.
It's kind of like a ball peen hand. Well, you've seen like it looks kind of like a hammer.
It looks like a Formula One car.
I agree. It kind of looks like a Formula One car.
No
That doesn't
hammer looks like a
preclude
Formula One car.
I don't understand. Okay, if it was called something different, would you like it better?
Probably.
So assume it's called something different.
If it's called the Lewis Hamilton shark, it's still
Yeah.
underneath of the goblin shark. But it gets more respect from me because at least it's appropriately named now.
Just because you like the name Goblin Shark better.
Yes.
Mind Goblin this shark.
I have a hammer in my hand.
But they're like so awesome. These things, I like a shark based on what fucked up maneuvers it can do. Or maybe not even fucked up maneuvers.
Goblins have saws for upper jaws.
Okay, the Goblin Shark is pretty high up because of that. Because of its fucked up maneuvers that it can do. Like, it's got the grab thing where its like mouth extends to like really quickly grab something.
Yeah.
That's awesome. But like Hammerhead Shark has the ability of like it can just like see so well around it. It's an awesome design for a shark. And then like the other sharks that rank highly because of this are like thresher sharks because they can like whip things with their tail. Awesome.
Okay.
I just like them. I'm a big fan of them. And there's so many sharks that are just like stupid. Like, I don't know, great white shark is just like a big shark. Or like tiger shark is just like a big shark. You know?
What about the Jason Statham shark?
The Jason Statham shark?
The Megalodon.
Oh, the Megalodon. Oh, right, I haven't seen that Jason Statham film.
You're a fake Jason Statham fan.
That's not true. If
So
you've
true.
seen the movies that I've seen, you would disagree with that.
I've seen Wrath of Man and I've seen Fast and Furious.
Yeah, you haven't seen the Mechanist Resurrection, okay? Come talk to me when you've seen the Mechanist Resurrection.
Such a dumb name for a movie.
Well, it's because it's the second one.
Is it based off the Christian Bale movie?
Maybe it's not the
No,
movie.
that's The Machinist.
Yeah,
not
yeah,
Mechanist.
yeah. Oh, it's not the. It's Mechanic Resurrection. I was
Fake
close.
fan. Fake fan. Don't even know the
When
name
you've
of the
seen
movie.
Mechanic Resurrection, you can come back and tell me that I'm a fake fan.
Okay.
But I don't think you've seen it.
I
okay.
haven't. Let's see.
The Megalodon is also just a dumb shark. That's just a really big shark. That's not interesting to me.
It doesn't even exist anymore.
Yeah, idiot shark died. That's not that what I call like a good shark. A good shark has never changed for 1 billion years. It's been the same since the Big Bang. They just floating around there.
Space shark. Until
Yeah.
water happened, and then it became water shark, and it had to learn to
Exactly.
breathe.
I love a good shark that hasn't done anything. See, I love an animal.
Sharks can't
that's
even
just
swim backwards. They can't go backwards.
Like, yeah, they don't need to.
They should.
They're always looking forwards.
What happens
That's
if they
very
get stuck in
pragmatic
a
of them, I think.
crack, huh? What happens if they get stuck? Then they just die.
Like
They can't
I
go
guess
backwards.
They just don't get stuck. It's that simple.
But what happens when they do?
They don't.
They will.
They will? That's not true.
Don't test me. I'll get a diving certificate. I'll get all
I
kinds of
understand.
sharks stuck, make them have to swim
Clearly,
backwards.
clearly, it's not that big of an issue if sharks are still so effective nowadays.
I'm just saying, they can't swim backwards. They're inferior.
I don't actually care. You can say that as much as you want. It doesn't change my opinion of a good old shark. I mean, at least they're not like orcas or something, right? Like orcas are the scariest shit ever, and you know
They're just big dolphins.
they're like big. Have you seen their teeth?
They're just big dolphins.
I fucking hate that.
Have you seen dolphin teeth? They're scary.
It's the same.
Yeah.
It's just it's fucked up. I don't want to see that teeth. I like a shark teeth because like they don't have such like precise.
Sharks have
teeth,
Willem
you know?
Dafoe teeth.
Does Willem Dafoe have bad teeth?
He has pretty bad teeth.
He's got the British teeth.
He's
But like
not British.
I like bad teeth a little bit better than like such orcas. They're like scaring you with the like perfectly perfectly sharp teeth, like rows of like exactly aligned sharp teeth.
Yeah.
Versus like the difference between that and like a shark is that a shark will have like kind of like fucked up teeth.
Would you rather get stabbed with a knife that's all jagged and rusty, or a knife that's nice and clean and sharp that could be stitched back together nicely?
No. For me, it's about whether when I see the weapon, it's about like I like the honesty of the like jagged knife, you know?
I guess we're just different.
And the other thing is that an orca would kill you and a shark would not.
Okay.
I don't trust an orca one bit. A shark doesn't want anything to do with you.
Okay. How about land animals?
Land animals?
Yeah.
Well, you know my opinion on land animals.
No, I don't.
I like a good crocodile. That's another creature that's never changed in a billion
They're not
years.
even land. They're amphibious.
That's land animal.
No, but they're like also water animals. I want straight land animals. Don't you?
Straight land animal? You're gonna have to come back to me. What do you think?
Fucking, you know my answer. Look at my fucking profile picture.
That's a good point. You do like a good bear.
I do.
And then every time I ask you what your favorite bear is, and you tell me like a sun bear or something.
Sloth bears too.
Sloth bears. Because you like a bunch of bears.
Yeah.
You wouldn't say no to seeing like a grizzly bear hang out.
Nah.
See, for me, crocodiles, alligators, get out of here, you know?
Mm.
You're saying only
You ever
pick
had?
one,
Have you ever eaten? You ever eaten gator?
though? I feel like I have, but maybe I haven't.
I've
If
eaten
so, it was
gator.
not so remarkable.
I've eaten gator, but not in Florida.
Oh, actually, I have eaten gator.
When I ate it, I was in West Virginia.
I ate some gator in New York State.
Why does everybody feel the need to specify that? I don't think about New York City until somebody says New York City.
I
That's
think of
weird.
New York City almost right away.
Right, but that's just the difference. When people say Washington, I don't think about the state. I think about the capital of the United States.
I see what you mean. I just think the thing is that for me, like, New York City is like a part of New York State, right? But it's like disconnected from the rest of it, right?
No?
It's like right on the end there, just like hanging off. It's like a scab that you've picked enough, so it's like hanging out.
You calling New York City a scab? Way
Yeah.
to alienate our demographic.
To those to our New York City demographic, let me be clear about one thing. You want a good taco in New York City, you gotta go to El Diablito. I fucked that translation up, despite the fact that I should not have done that. It's in
Way to
Manhattan.
further alienate.
It's in southern Manhattan. That's where you should go to get a nice taco. The other thing is that I mourn your loss of the restaurant Rock Mencha, also in southern Manhattan. It's fucking closed. Did you know they closed Rock Mencha?
I don't even.
I
know what the
fucking
fuck
love
that
Rock
is.
Mencha.
I've never been to New York.
It was an awesome. It was like, oh, it was so good. I'm getting worked up just talking about it. We gotta move on.
I mean,
I'm not answering anything other than crocodile, by the way, for land animal. It's land enough.
okay. um, I don't know where to go from here. Any
We
ideas?
can actually talk about Outer Wilds again.
Probably. Like, we're very bad for staying on topic.
What do you think about the quantum stuff in Outer Wilds?
It's kind of boring.
You don't like it?
I mean, it's just annoying at the end of the game.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. I didn't expect that at all. I really love the quantum stuff.
It's just too much guesswork, and if you fuck up just a little bit, it's annoying.
I guess that makes sense. I love the quantum stuff, but I understand. I guess there's a lot of like it's difficult to work with.
My favorite thing in that game is when I accidentally, well, like accidentally, but like when I was told to push the satellite out of alignment, so I had to
Yeah.
wait another loop before I could start the DLC.
Oh, so we're talking about the DLC now.
Yeah.
I
I mean, we're 45
accidentally did
minutes
that my
in,
first
so-
time to the satellite. I just ran right into it.
Well, one of our friends who was watching me play it said, "Hey, Grace, you should for science see if you can push it out of alignment." And so I got a nice run up, and fucking RKO'd that bitch.
I think that's a really fun way to start the DLC. Like, I don't know, I just really love it.
I also have to say I really liked what the DLC's music did to the main motif.
Right. You're just all about the music.
Yeah, it's great music. Like, it changed
I-
the key a little bit, made it fucking sound so much cooler.
Yeah, I think it fits in like a narrative sense too, right?
Yeah.
Like the way that the key changed. Yeah,
Well,
I
yeah.
love the DLC.
Oh,
The
and
DLC is
then
also too scary since I'm a pussy again.
yeah, it got me a couple times. You played it on less scares mode too.
Yeah, cause I'm not big on horror.
That's
I tell
fair.
myself, despite enjoying lots of horror, I just am scared of it.
The owl rave that we talked about in the forest really reminds me of Princess Goes to the Butterfly Museum music.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think you may have mentioned that when you were playing it, but I just don't know what that means.
I think specifically the
still.
song Sideways.
Sideways by
Princess Goes to the Butterfly Museum.
Sideways Princess Goes to the Butterfly Museum. I'm gonna need to remember what the owl rave sounds like.
Yeah, Sideways. Just because of the heavy distortion on it.
Oh, okay, never mind. I understand right away. This is an interesting connection.
Yeah. Well, anytime I get a chance to reference Michael C. Hall,
Yeah?
yeah.
I'm assuming he's one of the members.
He's like the front man. He sings. He's also Dexter.
He's Dexter?
He's Dexter from
I haven't
Dexter.
seen that, but I know what Dexter looks like.
Yeah, that's
but
what he
I didn't
popularly
recognize
does.
him, I guess.
He also was in a College Humor sketch
Huh.
a while ago as an undercover cop who was performing entrapment.
Hell yeah. I mean, not hell yeah to entrapment, but I mean, like, hell yeah to the concept of a joke using that.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a funny sketch.
Actually, you know what?
If a
Hell
bit-
yeah to
if a
entrapment.
bit-
I
if
hate
a bit
doing
twitchy.
fucked up things. I love when you do evil, and I guess entrapment's not a funny enough evil thing.
It's just kind of fucked.
Yeah, I take it all back. I'm sorry, entrapment community, but I can't stand with you anymore.
You just ousted our entire police officer demographic.
Yeah, to the police officer demographic, I'm sorry to say, I'm not on your side anymore.
Yeah,
You need to be funnier. If gotta do your entrapment in a way that's less just like harmful with no like humor, you know? If you did entrapment by like, no, I can't even think of anything. Come up with it on your own. Come on. You gotta make some changes, okay?
I think we should call it there before the FBI kicks my door in.
Oh, the FBI, not something I'm worried about. Try and cross a national boundary, why don't you? Federal Bureau.
Doesn't Canada extradite?
Okay, you may be right, but we don't have to say that out loud. So, we're wrapping up the episode. Thank you all for listening. Have you ever wanted to have a comment of yours talked about on live podcast?
Live, definitely not pre-recorded.
On this live podcast that you're listening to live? If so, you should send us an email to ballpod.show@gmail.com about something ball related. Tell us about your balls, but not your real balls, if you mean testicles. But it could be about real balls if it was like juggling balls. That'd be cool.
Yeah, we do that.
So, yeah, thanks for listening. Take us away. Take us away, better host.
Have a good one.
This is why I'm the better host. Come on.
Shut up. You put me on the spot here. You put me in the hot seat.